kids, comics. Silverhaired Bronze Age babe here, yakking about her comic book collection, and today I want to talk about two issues that I recently got off the eBay that I'm super happy to have in the collection. Both of these are 100-page spectaculars that have been on my list for a long time. This one is from 1971. This is number 6 of 100-page specials. I did a video about those a while back, and so this is, like I say, this has been on my want list for a long time because, number one, it's a Neal Adams cover, and that is just, it's a very classic Neal Adams group photo, so to speak, of the world's greatest superheroes. And because it's Neal Adams, oh my gosh, it's a wraparound cover too. So that is just, it's great. And so I'm just, this, I did not pay much for it, and I'm going to open it up and show you why. And yes, there's a, oh, that's not a wrong thing. That's Green Lantern's little gloved hand, so I guess that's not a fault. But my point being that it's lovely and presentable, and so I'm fine with lower grade books if they look okay. Now, when you get into it, there's a little staple problem here. Oops. But again, for what I paid for it, the cover looks fine, presentable, and it's good. Now, a lot of these, they give you a nice little table of contents there. A lot of those are Golden Age stories, and I know there are Golden Age fans among you. I am not really one of them, but maybe I'll give it the old college try and read some of them. The one I really am excited about reading is this Justice League tale, Crisis on Earth 1. I'm going to assume that this is the first Crisis story that ever appeared in DC, and as many people know, there's just been a lot of crisis. DC has a lot of Crisis stories, so one wonders what's going on there. But anyway, I'm looking forward to getting into that and enjoying that. I'm just thrilled to have this one finally in the collection. And the other one that I have been on the hunt for a long time is this 100-page spectacular number 4 of Weird Mystery Tales. And the reason this was hard to find in a condition and price I was willing to pay is because of this cover art. This is done by Bernie Wrightson, and he was very well known for mystery and horror titles in DC in the early 70s. I did a video a long time back about Swamp Thing, and he was the guy who did Swamp Thing art. And so this has been on my to buy list also because it's not exactly a wraparound, but what I love about it is that inside the book, the editor's note urges people to you're buying this because it's this lovely Wrightson art. So because you love him, we've given you one that you can rip off the back and frame it and put it on your wall because it's so great. Now, the only other thing I want to point out about this book, which I didn't realize, is that these are all reprints of stories that had been published before. But what this splash page is drawn by Bernie Wrightson, of Bernie Wrightson. And he says, "Hi there, I'm Revoltant Bernie Wrightson, and this trunk here contains my collection of old mystery comics. I can remember when I was just a kid, and I used to buy up every comic book on the stands, and I'd take them to my favorite quiet place and read for hours. Those days are gone forever, but now every once in a while, I sneak up here to the attic and relive my childhood. Come on in, pull up a crate or sit on the floor, and share a few memories. The attic is dark and musty, the shadows deep and foreboding. So let's start out with something appropriate." And then the book launches into various stories. But I am just so enamored with that page. I know it speaks to a lot of us comic book fans out there. So, thank you, Bernie Wrightson. And thank all of you for tuning in. I'll see you next time.